Hi, welcome to Yoga in My Living Room, a place where I film informal videos for my family and friends and put them up on the internet for you. Please like and subscribe if you feel connected and if you want to see more or if you just want to make me feel good. Today, we are working on stretching the legs. I did some videos previously on nuancing these stretches, and today's just a couple minutes of things you can do and things you might not find in other videos, or if you just like me and you want to do it like me. We're going to start with pyramid because I could use pyramid. I've discussed props before. You might want to grab one if you have it. If not, doesn't matter. We'll work around it. Here's what we do. Stand up tall. You're going to step your foot 1 foot forward about a pace and a half. We're going to hinge from the hips. So shoulders back and fold. If you get here, you can hold on to your leg. If you have a block or something, I really recommend it. We're just holding on because we want the stretch to come into the calf and a little bit on the thigh. Focus on that stretch. I don't do this one often enough. Every time I do, I notice new things about my feet though. Okay, bend the knees, come back up, let's switch sides. Shoulders back, hinge at the hips, forward, forward, forward. Hands down when you're ready. Acknowledge if you need to cut your toenails. I don't know, I'm in a goofy mood. I just filmed a different video and I talked to myself for 30 minutes, so, you know, it just progresses. Lean into the stretch, breathe it in. Bend both knees, rise back up. Bending both knees protects, it makes it easier, it makes it so you're not gonna hurt yourself. Let's go into a wide leg forward fold. A lot of things we can do in this. All right, always we hinge at the hips. We're gonna fold down, we're gonna start with the back, even though I said this is for the legs. So we fold. If you've got the block, go for it. If you're too tight for this, you can bend the knees a little bit. Hang out here. So let's start here. Breathe. We're gonna go into halfway lift, which means you lift up halfway, flat back, and then fold. I'm gonna turn to the side, you'll see what it looks like. Up on the fingertips, just the flat back, fold again. If you're feeling confident and you're feeling like you want more, I'll do it on the block so you can see. We're just gonna bring the hands back. So lift up, bring the hands back. Lift up, and back. Hang out here if you want to. Oh, baby. Good. All right, we're going to continue. Stay as you are. Now bring your hands forward. We're going to walk them over to one side. Walk them over to the other one. Oh. Back to the first side. And back to the second. Back to middle. We're gonna go into ninja. So the way we do it is we're gonna bend the knee, let's say on the right side. We're gonna swivel the other foot so the toes are up and we're chilling out here. If your foot comes down to, if your right foot comes down to the ground, let it. I'm just not there. I really need to work on my, my Achilles tendon, like the stretch in that area. Use hands for support. Hang out in here, which also works on your balance. You choose. I'm a little too tired for that right now. Let's switch. Now, if it's too much for you to just chill in that pose, just rotate between the two. You know, take a breath, go to the other side. Take a breath, go to the other side. The movement will help you as well. You want, like, we use both. You know, you have the static and then you have the movement. Movement's a great way to adjust your body to the poses when you're first starting, especially if you're really tight. Good. All right, come back up, back to center. Bend the knees, rise up, and let's go into pigeon because I love it and I could use it. All right, we're gonna start in downward facing dog. I'm gonna add a twist to the usual pigeon. And we're gonna start with three-legged dog, all right? Let's stretch from downward dog here. I'm going to give you weird instructions, okay? So we're pushing our chest towards our calves and then pulling the belly away from the thighs. So again, stretch the chest towards the calves, belly away from the thighs. Relax the shoulders. Good. All right, press your right foot into the ground, lift the left leg up, stretch it, bend, bring that left knee forward, and come into pigeon. Now we're scooching the right leg back. You can lift the knee up off the ground, scooch it back. If your hip's up real high, grab that block. You can also grab a blanket, it's a little softer, or a pillow. Also there, lower down if you need. Pull the core in, and then come on to your forearms. When I was learning to teach yoga, I was still doing student teaching. I had another yoga teacher in my class. She was doing a more intensive course, was further along in it than I was. And I didn't know until after, thankfully. So I didn't have to be intimidated. But one thing she said is that this can really injure the lower back, which I had no idea. No one ever tells you that. Engage that core a little bit, remember that. Because we can easily sink into it, especially if you have back problems, you can overextend or overarch. You don't want that, that's not the goal. Let's come out. So, press the hands into the ground, tuck the right foot under, back toes under, lift the knee up, slide back into downward dog. Let's get the hip flexor. So we're lifting that left leg again, bending the knee, opening the hips to the side, so the foot goes to the opposite side. And return. Realign in downward dog, come into three-legged dog on the right side. Push that left foot into the ground. Now bend the right knee, bring it forward into our pigeon. Oh, stretch that left leg, make it long. Engage the core in your exhale, come down. Yeah, so back to the story of my thankfully not intimidating yoga class. What I learned from this, and I kind of knew it also, my first and foremost with yoga is do no harm. And there's a lot of things I won't teach either because I don't know how to do them. I don't feel safe in doing them. I don't feel safe in the class doing them. So one of the things I don't do is I don't usually hands-on adjust people. I'm really afraid of hurting people. So unless they know their limits and they can tell me, I'm not going to do it. And I only had one student who could tell me that. So everything that I'll do is everything I teach is nuanced on not injuring people. You're welcome. Engage the core in your next exhale. Remember to do it. It's so easy to just fall out of it in this. I do have another way of getting out of pigeon. I'm not going to do it in this video. All right, let's come out. So pressing the hands into the ground, tucking the left toes under or back toes, knee up, step back into downward dog. Let's go for, I don't even know what it's called. Lift the right leg, bend the knee, open the hips. And return onto the knees. Come out. That's all I've got for you in this video. I'll make another one a different time. Thanks.